Welcome, UCE families, to our new month, our new theme of beloved community. I'd like to start by lighting my little chalice. In honor of the beloved community that we are creating at UCE and in our own little parts of the world, wherever you may be. This month, our Soulful Home Packet focuses on this concept, which is a little vague for some people, and maybe perhaps more so for young people. So take some time as a family and share your thoughts on what it means to be in a beloved community. Our packet focuses a lot on anti-oppression and anti-racism, in particular to Martin Luther King's vision of beloved community. Martin Luther King described this as follows: it's a global vision in which all people can share in the wealth of the earth. Here is a short video, a clip from his speech in 1957 called Birth of a New Nation. Take a few minutes to watch this. Our Soulful Home Packet will also take this idea of Martin Luther King's of beloved community and explore it further. One of the things Martin Luther King espoused was he had 6 principles of nonviolence. And the first one is a way of life for courageous people. It's an active, nonviolent resistance to evil. His second principle is to win friendship and understanding. The end result of nonviolence is redemption and reconciliation. His third principle is that nonviolence holds that suffering can educate and transform. It willingly accepts the consequences to its acts. Next, nonviolence seeks to defeat injustice, not people. It recognizes that evildoers are also victims. His fifth principle: nonviolence chooses love instead of hate. I'm sure you've heard that before. Many of you have yard signs that include a statement sort of along that line. And his last principle, nonviolence, believes that the universe is on the side of justice, which sounds similar to the UU Side of Love campaign, doesn't it? Martin Luther King says that the nonviolent resistor has deep faith that justice will eventually win. And so our packet keeps these 6 principles of nonviolence in mind, and you will see that scattered throughout over the next few weeks. Our next segment of the packet that we're focusing on this week is At the Table. And that is when you can gather as a family over a meal any time of the day and share your thoughts on some questions. And in the soul kits that got sent to your house, you will see some cards that have some of these questions on them. And you might want to take one card a week. You might want to go through them all in one sitting, however you want to do it. And I'm sure you could think of more on your own. Some of the questions in the packet that really appealed to me were this: what keeps you together as a family when you're not happy with someone? Who in the family seems to like disagreement? and who doesn't? What's the secret to getting along? Wow, if we knew the answer to that, the world would be in a better place, wouldn't it? How about this one? Have you ever made friends with someone that you previously thought of as an enemy? And if not, why do you suppose that is? There are many more questions in the Soulful Home packet, so be sure to check them out. Our last segment for today is on the message board, and that is where we have a mantra for the month. And this month's mantra is a little long, so to me it's not quite a mantra, but we'll keep using the word mantra for the lack of a better one. Our mantra for this month is, what love can I bring to this moment? In other words, to challenge ourselves to let difficult and strong emotions pass through us, and instead to refocus our energy, our thoughts on love. Love for ourselves, love for others, love for the world, and even love for the holy that unites us. In the packet, there's a short video, a link that you can click and watch, of Michelle Obama talking about going high. And that doesn't refer to drugs. By going high, she says she tells her children that when people were criticizing their dad and his job as president of our United States, when people were questioning his birth certificate, things like that, their expression at home was to go higher, which in their family meant not to let those things bother them, not to let them feel resentment and anger, but instead to push themselves to do better and go higher. And with that positive twist on things, things would be better in the end. So, there's our mantra for this month. What love can I bring to this moment? So you may be asking, how can that apply in a situation? And our packet gives a couple of examples. One, when a friend might make a comment that's classist or racist. And at first our reaction might be, oh, I can't believe they said that. And our reaction might be hurt or anger at, how could a friend of mine think, let alone say that out loud? And we may want to react in a knee-jerk way. And so this mantra calls us to pause for a minute, a few seconds even, and think with love. What can I bring to this moment? And that gives you a chance to look at the situation with compassion. And how can you address this with your friend or relative in a loving way that ultimately would lead to a better understanding and hopefully a less racist and oppressive society in the long run. So the packet does give some examples of things you can say in situations like that. But the overall idea is to just take those few seconds or a minute and think, how can I bring love to this moment and make it better? So that's the end of our segment for this week. And until then, have a wonderful week. And we'll see you. I'll extinguish my chalice. Thank you for being here. Amen. Blessed be. Enjoy the beauty of the earth.